Is a soggy weekend coming our way. So here's what's happening. The system that's been in the west for the last couple of days, that energy is coming in. That's going to be sort of the impetus to help get everything going. But there'll be a front. There'll be winds from the south ahead of the front. The south winds warm us up, but also bring up the moisture. So get ready for some rain. At least it's all rain. No snow, no cold air, none of that. So we're just going to be looking at rain. And this is really needed rain. We just saw the new drought monitor come out yesterday. Well, more on that coming out, but we need rain in Texas. So we are going to get it. We'll see rain coming our way to Dallas later this afternoon. I think much lighter there compared to what we're expecting across the lower Mississippi Valley, where New Orleans, we could see an inch plus of rainfall. Look at this. I mean, you can actually really see where the front is coming through and the rain that's associated with that. Memphis, for you, it's tomorrow morning, so plan accordingly. And then we see all the moisture coming up from the Gulf of Mexico, and there's actually going to be a little spin down here, a little low pressure that will help make it rain just a little bit more. So we've got rain for you around New Orleans and Mobile and Birmingham. Atlanta, rain coming your way by the tail end of Saturday, getting into Sunday. Dallas, here's the timing for you. You start the day dry and warm, by the way, but we see the rain come in later this afternoon. Overnight really is when we'll see the showers, and then moving one yesterday around the Fort Worth area. So that's a dangerous situation. Now we go to the east. Everyone's all connected this weekend by this one system. It started in the west. Obviously, you saw we're going to get the rain in the southern plains. The northeast for us, as you get a front this time of year, you wonder, will there be any snow? And the answer is no. I mean, look at this forecast. We've got rain, Binghamton, New York, all the way up into the ski resorts of, Vermont, New Hampshire. Guys, I'm sorry to say that this is rain, maybe a few wet snowflakes until the whole front comes through. And on the back edge is when you might see a little bit of snow mixing in, but I mean, really not a lot. I think it's more of a Monday, Tuesday thing with the next disturbance that comes on through this area. So this is a rainmaker for Boston, for New York City, for Philadelphia. Not worried about the travel issues that come with snow, but it's certainly going to present its own issues if you had plans this weekend. We have rain in your forecast starting on Saturday, continuing into Sunday. So here's a look at Philly to time it out for you. Saturday night is when the rain comes on in. We've got rain continuing into Sunday morning, then drying out and cooling down a bit. Pittsburgh, for us, it's rain. There's no change over to snow. This is a bit of a change in your forecast, guys, since yesterday. So know this, that it's an all rain event this weekend. All right, Kelly, what's going on? Bar over. Look, I know a lot of people don't think it's cool to have that bar over. I always do, because look, that could happen. You saw that snowman. All right, when is our snow going to come? We've actually done pretty well in Maine, very well actually. I saw a couple of spots getting close to their seasonal average already in northern Maine. But for the rest of us in the Northeast, it hasn't been a blockbuster year just yet. It still has plenty of time, because we look at when are the big Northeast snowstorms, and they typically happen the last week of January and the first 2 or 3 weeks of February. And you look at the count. I mean, look at February. 16 of the big impact Northeast snowstorms have happened in the month of February. So let's take a look at the trends going into this next month. It's practically started right next week already. February is here. We're going to wrap up the month of January warmer than average across the east. We're going to start out the month of February warmer than average across the Northeast, but there is cold lingering, and there are signs that we're going to get into a pattern that allows this cold to come in, especially across the upper Midwest. I mean, that's where around the Great Lakes temperatures are certainly going to go below average when you look at these trends. And there's the chance that we get that cold air to spill into the deep south. How much of it gets to the Northeast, that's part of the challenge in this long range forecast. A place like Chicago, though, we've got cold, and if we've got cold and there's any moisture, we're going to get some snow. I don't know about you, Kelly, but when it's rainy, I prefer to wear something like a skirt instead of pants, because I hate when the bottom of my jeans get all wet, right? So we've got your forecast, though, for what to wear in New Orleans. With the rain coming on in, we've got some showers this morning. There'll be more by this evening, actually. Make sure you bring the umbrella. Sneakers instead of the heels might be a better option here. No suede shoes for sure. All right, Seattle, we have more rain in our forecast. It has been a rainy month for us. We've had rain almost every day. Temperatures in the 40s here. The pants, of course, the umbrella is going to be a necessity. We'll be right back after. And today, gusty winds are going to be an issue. I think actually causing delays is going to be the main issue for us. We're going to take a live look at Chicago, where it is going to be windy today. Right now, winds about 15 miles per hour, but they're going to gust as high as 35 miles per hour here today. And Chicago, most of your runways actually line up from west to east. And so with the south wind that we're going to get, it's going to cross right through it. A crosswind is not good for landing aircraft, Chris. I think that's going to cause a lot of unbelievable the amount of snow. We've got the deepest all-mountain snowpack in North America right here at Mount Baker. So we got to show you this snowfall and how much that we have had. It is piling up in the last 10 days. 93 inches. Can you imagine? I mean, look, that's like two of me stacked on up. You go back to the beginning of January with 35 inches, but then in December, we had 97 inches. So our seasonal total is unbelievable. We are up at over, I mean, look, it's off the map. It's out of the studio. It's pushing the roof up. That's how much snow we have had. We actually have had 340 inches of snow for the season so far. I mean, guys, look at that. This is over 12 feet just in the last 2 months. And then you go all the way up, again, literally pushing the limits in our studio as to how high we can show the snow that we have had. All right, so where am I? Here I am, hiding behind the snow, hiding behind the snowfall. This is how much more we've got to come. 92 inches in the forecast in the next 10 days. Yes, we have a very active storm pattern here, and we are going to get more snow. Again, the highest, deepest snowpack in North America right now at Mount Baker. All right, let's show you some other spots that got the snowfall. Bozeman, Montana, you have been hit with some fluffy flakes. This is slow-mo video of the plow scraping the streets. That looks pretty cool in slow-mo. Not quite the accumulation maybe some people were expecting. We only got about 4 inches of snow this month. But still, we got snow, and it's obviously affecting travel right there. All right, let's take a look at what is yet to come when it comes to the snowfall. We have more snow coming to the Cascades. This is the snowfall forecast ending Tuesday. Guys, look at these. This is not 4 to 5 inches. This is 4 to 5 feet. And of course, it's up at elevation, but even at Mount Baker, the snowfall, the freezing level is coming all the way down to 500 feet. So these snow levels have been dropping 5 to 6 feet of additional snowfall up there around the Mount Baker area. Take a look. Snoqualmie Pass is going to be impacted. Stevens Pass impacted. So travel and plan accordingly if you are going to be traveling. Let's go down the Cascades here into Oregon, and you can see that we're going to get some bigger snows as well. Mount Hood, maybe a couple of feet. I mean, look, we're throwing these feet of snow around like it's nothing, right? It's a significant snowpack. The avalanche concern is going to remain considerable as well as we keep getting these layers of snow coming on in. Today's kind of an off day, but there's more coming in. It's much lighter in terms of the snowfall and the rainfall than what we've seen recently, but there's more to come. Take a look. Here's our next system, and here's the moisture about to push on in as we get into later today and then certainly over the weekend. So this next system coming in will bring a lot of wind energy with it, a lot more moisture sliding in as well. And so we will be watching for some more active weather to come in as we get you through the weekend. Today's, as I said, we'll call it our off day, although it's not completely off. Look at this. Big storm system comes on in this weekend. The moisture comes in, big snows. That's how we get, another several feet, 5 or 6 feet worth of snow coming into the northern Cascades. We bring that system in as we get you into tomorrow. We see the rain spreading down the coast as well. Seattle, we've had rain nearly every day this month, and look, it's continuing. We see the showers into Portland as well, and then the snow spreading into northern parts of Idaho, Montana, and down into Wyoming. Jackson Hole getting some new snow as well. It's been tough for travelers, though, Chris.